My dear child, press your hand to your heart and feel the miraculous life force of your being. Feel the divinity that is passing through your soul. Within your lies an overflowing fountain of power that you have barely tapped into. If you can hold yourself back from being all that you can be, and what is stopping you from shifting that energy in the opposite direction? What is stopping you from building yourself up and instead of breaking yourself down? What is stopping you from letting go of the breath and you are holding on to and drawing in fresher? Cleaner air, and the less you try to control your journey, the more it opens up to you in a positive ways. Decide here and now which version of you is going to emerge next, and the one who is always chasing happiness or the one who chooses to create it. My child, know that your next chapter is going to leave a permanent smile on your face and a lifetime of joy in your soul. Don't be afraid to confront memories from your past, and as you take a raw, honest look at your life, you will realize that your past holds valuable clues to your destiny. In this season, there are many issues from your childhood and that are trying to resurface. This process may be painful, frustrating, and devastating, but know that it is happening for a reason. It is time that you remember who you are, and as past memories rise to the surface, this is your opportunity to connect the dots and put the missing pieces together again. The past is where you find your roots, and at the root is where you find the power to create and the power to destroy. You are a warrior and you can break old cycles and create new ones just by taking the lessons from the past and applying them to your present. So don't let the uncomfortable efforts of old energy being cleared out of your life stop you from focusing on what is important. Continue to push past the spiritual strains by reminding yourself of all you have already trumped over. Whatever the universe is removing from your life, allow it, but most importantly, accept it. Let that go with love and light and the knowledge that something much better is, in fact, coming in its place. You deserve to be happy, love, right here and right now. My child, know that when your heart is broken, I know it hurts and I know you wish the pain would go away. This was channeled during a healing and I recently had done and I thought it was so beautiful. Love can hurt, but don't close your heart. Closing your heart is also closing it on love. Even when it hurts, there is always so much love at the core of your heart. You are a channel for love. You are love. One day, the love of your life will thank you for opening your heart again when you are ready. February is going to be all about accepting that there will always be noise around you, but that it does not need to seep its way within you. You have goals and big dreams. The more you focus and work on yourself, the more your manifestations blossom for you and those around you. Be mindful of your focus. Energy is sent wherever your mind is eye is concentrated. So let us focus on joy, fulfillment, and abundance as we step into this next phase of elevated energy. Sometimes things you are going through does not make any sense. That is because you are not yet ready for the truth to be revealed. Real wisdom is on and it's never come easy. My child, know that. Don't ignore the little part of you that tells you to keep going, the little voice in your heart that is strong and believes in you even when you are doubting yourself. Don't run from that beautiful, vulnerable part of who you are, and that is the part that will lead you to great adventures and magical opportunities. Let that little voice speak louder, and you have too much passion and determination to hide your gift from the world. Run free, my love. Unleash your beauty on this world and don't stop until that burning fire inside your soul feels proud. My child, know that. When someone opens up to you, when they pour their heart out to you, and it is not always because they are looking for answer or need advice or require consolation. Sometimes they just want to vent their feelings and they just want to say things out loud because they are tired of carrying them around for so long. They just want to talk and express themselves, and in that moment when you hear about what they are going through, you may have an antidote or life lesson to share with them or explain how you understand what they are going through by speaking of your own past experiences. But sometimes it is okay to leave those aside and just listen to the other person, and it is okay to offer them silence instead, to pay attention, to encourage them to go on, to offer them exactly what they need, a state space where they can just unpack their feelings without judgment, interruption, or disrespect. My child, know that. We could spend our whole lives waiting for someone to apologize or take responsibility for how they hurt us before we decide to let go. But the problem with that scenario is we have made someone else in charge of how and when we heal, and if we truly want to break a cycle and heal. We have to forget about what the other person is or is not doing and focus entirely on our own process. Set your mind to win, and not by any means necessary, but by any fate necessary, and by willing to increase the capacity of your belief to whatever the situation calls for. Leave no room for doubt. Lay aside every weight that so easily besets you, and take every thought captive that does not respect the vision God give you or the vessel meant to carry it you. And it's time when opportunity knocks, you will be prepared, and when faith calls for action, you will answer, and when God is for you, who can be against you? My child, know that. Simply put, you can think your way out of your intrusive thoughts or a period of overthinking. Often, when you try to do that, you will end up adding momentum to the original thought pattern. You will continue to unknowingly focus upon it and give into it or fight against it, all the while unknowingly giving those thoughts your power. To move beyond them, start by acknowledging the thoughts that are in your mind and then gently return to the truth of who you are, and by anchoring yourself fully in the present. When you feel the desire to try and explain your way out of overthinking, recognize that as another subtle trap to get you engaging with those thoughts again, and step back and refocus. This is your reminder to look at yourself and remind yourself how precious you are. That you deserve so much more than what you ask for, and your kind soul deserves to be loved and appreciated the same way, and it gives love to others. So please love and be kind to yourself, because when you love yourself, others will follow. And don't forget to be confident. Even at times when you don't feel it, great things are waiting for you ahead. My child, know that when the difficult day passed, promise me you would not forget how courageous you were when things got hard, how honest you were with your pain, how your hands held you hurt with a gentleness that could not be matched, and promise me you would not forget the sunsets that life you glowing gold and evenings that felt too heavy on your shoulders. Promise me that you would not forget the light you found bubbling inside when you could not find it anywhere else. When the difficult days pass, promise me you would not forget how easy it was to give up, but you never did. Promise me you would not forget that you give yourself a new life, you found new friends, took adventures, you let your laughter reach inside you and make you warm again. You gave love another chance and you did not let your past define you. You let it build you, and promise me you would not forget how much the difficult days took out of you and just how much you poured back in. My child, know that everything is aligned right now to help you reach your highest potential, and no matter what you are going through, and please understand that incredible times are coming. Life is about to get very exciting for you and your entire family, and all of the good vibes you have been focusing on is creating a positive and contagious aura around you. Everywhere you go, great things happen. Stay grateful. My child, know that it's time to release old soul stories that have been playing out in your life. They are coming up to be healed. There has never been a safer time to clear these patterns than right now. Take a look at patterns in your life and that you are ready to release, such as ancient wars and contracts that your soul made that have an expiry date. It could be a vow of silence or chastity or poverty, and it is time to unwind from them. And this is the life that you free yourself from trauma of life's past and take only the valuable pieces and release all the rest. What old ways of being have an expiry date in your life, and when you name them, you claim them and they stop holding power over you. And when acknowledging these old patterns, and it is also important to acknowledge how they have served you up until now. For example, a soul pattern of playing small caused by a soul fear of being seen or sharing your voice would have served you by keeping you safe, right? In order to grow, you now need to soften by receiving and calling in support, and it's time to unbind from the old ways of being that are no longer sustainable. Your soul wants to be at peace, not in pieces. Change has been knocking on your door for a while now, and keep yourself in check mentally, spiritually, physically, and emotionally. Your journey is evolving in new ways, and it's time you evolve with it. You are elevating to a chapter and you have always dreamed about. Your story is about to change, so especially it is gonna shake up your entire world and be at peace. The way your journey has been set up is a pure work of art, and this next chapter is going to confirm that. My child, know that all of the challenges you are facing are designed for you to level up and rise to a higher vibrational state of being. When you celebrate challenges, you break walls and attract miracles, and when you complain about the challenges you face, you actually repeal your desired outcome. Success in life is largely a psychological battle with your oneself, and learn the benefit of tricking your subconscious mind to celebrate the hard times and transmute negative energy to grow. And you are going to be vastly rewarded for the inner work and you are doing right now. major blessings are flowing into your life. Get ready for a quantum leap in your results that will take place in very unexpected ways. Trust in the path God sorts has you on and walk ahead in full faith that each step will be divinely illuminated for you. Let go of the idea that you have to have it all figured out, and the most important thing is to make each step count. My child, know that Elijah was a man with a nature like yours, with the same physical, mental, and spiritual limitations and shortcomings, and he prayed intensely for it not to rain, and it did not rain on the earth for 3 years and 6 months. Then he prayed again, and the sky gave rain, and the land produced its crops as usual. I heard that Elijah prayer, and I did what Elijah prayer. Don't you think I can do what you ask for in prayer in your life? It is by faith Abraham, when I tested him, offered Isaac or a sacrifice. He who had embarrassed the promises was about to sacrifice his one and only son. Even when I had said to him that it is through Isaac that your offspring will be reckoned, Abraham reasoned that I could even raise the dead, and so because of his faith in me, he did receive Isaac back from me. In the same way, your faith in me is what matters the most. Through your faith, I am able to do the impossible in your life. My child, know that there is nothing more powerful than conviction or absolute knowingness that a thing will occur. When you reach that state of rock solid faith, mountains will be lifted to give room to your desire, and absolute knowingness is the quickest way to manifest anything that you desire. It is not what you want that you attract what you believe is most likely to happen, probable, what you most anticipate, and what you assume will be the outcome. Be bold and dare to expect and anticipate miracles, and they have no choice but to materialize, and this is love. My child, know that. Just be patient and watch now. Everything eventually works out in your favor, and even if it does not seem like it right now, just be patient and you will understand why some people were not meant to stay in your life, and you will see their true colors. You will see how they treat others people, and you will see how they manage their own life, and you will then understand why these people were not going to do you any good, why their presence in your life would have only drained you. And just be patient, and karma will get you justice from all those who deliberately lied to you or betrayed you. Life has a funny way of giving those people a taste of their own bitter medicine, and like you get fired, and in a short amount of time, the company is not doing so well anymore, and the person who broke your heart and disrespected you suddenly is suffering from the same kind of betrayal and loss, and they put you through, and the cycle goes on. Just be patient and let karma do the dirty work. Just be patient, and everything that once unsettled you will be settled for you. Because that is how the universe works, and you don't get your justice or your closure on your answers right away, and at times it may feel like the odds are stacked against you and nothing seems to be going in your favor, but then it all just falls into place. The answer just comes to you on a random Tuesday morning, and your closer comes with a twist as you sit back and enjoy the show. My child, know that maturity is learning to walk away from people and situations that threaten your peace of mind, self respect, values, morals, and self worth. There is no point in reaching to a person who is not mature enough to understand your perspective. Take the high road because you don't want anyone to mess with your positive vibration. When you ignore your blessings and focus on the lack, you develop anxiety and stress about what is not going your way. Don't let the deficiency distract you. Trust that the experience will guide you to more. How you respond to what you don't want welcomes more of what you want. The universe is always trying to give you solutions. Stop worrying, start creating what you are worthy of having. My child, know that I hope you choose a life that inspires you, not spend all of your days just idly imagining that one day it will mysteriously comes to be. I hope you gather the courage, and I hope you make decisions you are proud of. I hope you would not get discouraged when you discover that the smallest steps can feel like the biggest leaps when your heart is afraid. I hope you will dig the most beautiful part of yourself out from beneath, that is fear, and I hope you would not abandon yourself. I hope you will let the love you want to find within the world begin inside of you. I hope you give yourself credit. I hope you believe in change because it is guaranteed, and I hope you let yourself be guided into destiny. I hope you change your life. Your hunger for a more profound experience is the clearest sign that you are destined to bring that into existence. It is the trusted signal that you are really meant for the level of living that your heart so deeply craves. To have this sort of calling is not always easy. It requires sacrifice, challenge, and growth. It requires vision and self belief beyond what most could fathom, and it requires self regulation, and it requires strength. It will require everything you have got and give you back more than you ever thought you wanted. It is the meaning of your time here, and it is already on its way. Your job is not to rush the timing, and your job is to determine the type of person who will. My child, know that. Thank you for sharing your gift. I know how hard it can be offer something to the world that feels scared to you. Your voice, your art, your thoughts, any ideas, the creation that started as only a glimmer of an idea in your mind, an idea that you molded and built and nurtured so carefully that you brought to life. It can be tempting to want to hold your gift close so it can't be polluted with others' people criticism. To lock it up somewhere safe, to keep it under wraps. But please remember, possession is not the same thing as love. If you really love something, you have to set it free, because if you give it a chance to soar, it is going to find so many worthy homes throughout this world, in the hearts of people who need the exact thing you can give. Offering you divine gift is an expression of love. So thank you for sharing it, and thank you for the art and humor and wisdom you offer that connects us, that unites us, that heals our hearts and replenishes our souls. My dear child, be ready to transform through wisdom, beloveds. You have outgrown being held back by other people's action that want to dominate over you. Avoid hanging on to what has ended out of comfort or guilt. Take the next steps and boldly continue forward instead. An amazing opportunity is here where you can have balanced soulmate relationships. Push the fears aside and take a leap of faith into receiving these evolved 5D new earth relationships. My child, know that God moved the heart of King Cyrus to get a temple built for good in Jerusalem, in Judah. The people were welcome to move back, and the neighbors were encouraged to give livestock and goods. The people prepared to start the building of the temples, and they sacrificed to the Lord. They paid the people of Sidon and Tyre to bring cedar logs by sea. The people gave great shouts of joy to the Lord, but some older people were mourning because the temple did not look the same. The enemies of Judah and Benjamin tried to sabotage the project by offering their help to the building of the temple. But their help was refused because only the people of Jerusalem would do it. They continued to try and stop the project by discouraging the people and bribing the officials. The enemies of Jerusalem sent a letter to King Artaxerxes saying that Jerusalem was a rebellious city, and they also said that Jerusalem would not pay their taxes. King Artaxerxes found that the city of Jerusalem had revolted, so he released an order that they must stop building. The work of the building of the house of God come to a standstill. My child, know that. Somebody chasing us make us think so highly of ourselves. Our self-worth seems to have added value. But what if the person chasing us is running away from their insecurity or low self-worth? Do better halves mean they are looking for what they don't have? Better half should mean that one does not exist without the other and not that one is incomplete. Being in a relationship where one is a chaser tells more about the individual than their love, and when we choose to be loved without loving our partner, and it makes us shallow more than blessed, and it shows that an empty cup can't give anything meaningful. Would our partner chase us the same way if they had everything they dream of? If somebody chases us, they should chase us even after they have all of us. It's a hide and seek game. We both seek each other if we decide to hide when the problems pays a visit. My child, know that. Believe and do what is right is the typical message for how to grow spiritually, but often this message get intertwined with messages like deny your emotions, deny your needs, deny your struggles, just go off with your Bible and pray, work harder at that. You are gonna be strong, you can overcome this. Just think true and good thoughts, and your feelings will follow. These are very harmful expectations that we put on ourselves, and that well meaning preachers and friends may put on us. And they inevitably fail us and put shame on us, especially if we are in a season of questioning, deconstruction, and spiritual burnout, or a dark night of the soul. The Bible never advises that we deny our emotions or the reality of what we are experiencing. God is sensitive and attentive to us. He would not have us internalize or invalidate unreal emotions or struggles. Instead, the Spirit of Jesus wants us to open the hurting part of ourselves to receive His comfort and grace. My dear child, do you believe your dreams can become real, or do you shrug them off and hide yourself for being unrealistic? What if you could trust that the world around you hold promise you have not yet realized? Perhaps the point all along is not how something can happen, but the power of wishing and intending. We humans have multiple ways to ritualize owning a dream we want to see manifest in physical form. Think of fishing well. You infuse a coin with your intention and tuning into the feeling of having a particular experience. Another matter is to wish upon a star in doing so, and you also look back to our origins, for we are made of stardust. Allow yourself to dream and play with different realities, even if it seems impossible. If it calls you and feels good, why not choose it? Wish upon a star that lives as if your wish were already true. Know that those beautiful dreams you have been nurturing are in the process of becoming real. Don't forget that the act of wishing, dreaming, and intending is more important than figuring out the how it shows the universe. And you are serious about playing the game of life, and you trust the essence of the partnership. Remember, every dream you believe in and hope for is a call to a twinkling star. The answer will come, sometimes swiftly, sometimes slowly. No wish is ever wasted. You are allowed to want love in the I could not get you off my mind kind of way, the run away with me for the weekend way, the bought you flowers on your anniversary way. You are also allowed to want love that says I saw this and thought of you, the type of love that leaves post it notes on the mirror, a collection of small love letters, and the type of love that does the laundry so you can rest. The type that shouts its feeling from the rooftops, or the type that likes to keep all the moments between just the two of you, the type of love that says each day with you is a new opportunity for the best day of my life, the type of love stays up all night to hear your voice, or the type that tells you good night because it wants you to be well rested. You are allowed to wait love that is not afraid of your growth. You are changed because the change, long lasting type grows with you. And you are allowed to want a love that knows what it has and spend each day learning to know you better. And the type that kisses you on the first date because they were too excited to think straight. The kind that looks you in the eyes when it's talking to you, and the kind that holds your hand no matter who else is in the room, the types that make you feel seen, the type that makes you realize why nothing else ever worked out before, that this type of love is. Dear child, man, can you prove the existence of a dimensionally larger world simply by focusing his attention on an invisible state and imagining that he sees and feels it? If he remains concentrated in his states, his present environment will pass away and he will awaken in a dimensionally larger world where the object of his contemplations will be seen as a concrete objective reality. Type yes if you have faith and trust in universe, and if you want your all wishes comes true, please subscribe my channel for receiving God blessings